I finally have a video of people who are posting the pictures of Nnamdi Kanu in Abuja. The picture that reads that Nnamdi Kanu is a killer, is a criminal, and the person admitted that he was paid to post those pictures, that he don't know anything about that. This is the level of hatred. However, the person who was talking with him, the person talking never knew that the opposite person was videoing. So this video is a little bit confidential that I'm not going to release now. But at appropriate time, I'm going to release it. What kind of hatred is this? So you don't even know someone paid you, go and print this thing and post it, that now they can be a criminal. Or you think that what you are posting is going to affect the decision of court? This is insane. At the end of this video, we are going to discuss about this. Wednesday, the 28th day of May is today, 2025. Good evening, thanks for joining me in this video. Now, the opinions that I'm going to share in this video is my opinion. I am not a lawyer, I am not a judge. And this video is all about what transpired in the court today when Nnamdi Kanu appeared in court during the trial. This is not the first time, this is not the second time, but the third time that DSS witnesses have lied in the court. But the evidence they are bringing is always contradicting them, because no matter what you do, the truth must always stand. Now, there is something that transpired today, and I love the response of, the Justice James Omotosho, the trying judge. If you consider the exhibits that the Nigerian government has presented before Justice James Omotosho as their evidence against Nnamdi Kanu, the defending team, that is the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu, have successfully defended them, if you have been following this court process. And these people were happy that they have a video, though the video was edited partially. They have the video of Nnamdi Kanu when they were interviewing him. And it happens in court today that they were so happy and claiming that Nnamdi Kanu was happy and never requested for a lawyer when they were interviewing him. Just imagine that right before a judge. And the judge demanded they should play the video. And the judge listened to Nnamdi Kanu in the same video that DSS presented, telling them that this is the third time I needed my lawyer. You people did not present a lawyer to me. You people are lawbreakers. The law says that I'm entitled to a lawyer. The judge said, this is not a voluntary statement. Anyway, at the end of this video, we are going to discuss more about this. So, let us see what transpired in the courtroom today. In Abuja, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ekpa Nnamdi Kanu, appeared in court today as the Federal High Court in Abuja resumed hearing on the terrorism-related charges brought against him by the federal government of Nigeria. Kanu, represented by a formidable legal team consisting of Kanu Agabi, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Paul Erokoro, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Emeka Etiaba, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Menda Audu, Uchenna Njoko, Aloy Jimako, Pan Ijofo, PK Obi, Maxwell Opara, Chika Ode Emena, Mandela Umegborogu, Mary Francis Oje, and Emmanuel Agabi faced other round of courtroom battles as the prosecution introduced their third witness. Prosecution introduces Mr. CCC, a DSS officer, as witness. The prosecution called its third witness a Department of State Service DSS operative who chose to be identified as Mr. CCC, taking an oath as a Christian. Mr. CCC declared that he has served with the DSS for 7 years and is familiar with the defendant, whom he described as the founder and leader of IPOB, a terrorist organization, according to him. He testified that Kanu was also the creator of the Radio Biafra, which he claimed was controversial and was used to incite violence in Nigeria. And this is what he said. My first encounter with him was in 2015. I was part of the team assigned to interrogate him following his arrest. He was informed that the interview would be recorded and he agreed, said masked witness CCC. According to him, the video recorded interview was conducted on October 21st, 2015, while the written statement followed on October 23, 2015. These materials were presented in court and confirmed by the witness. Upon admission into evidence, the defense objected, stating that the statement was obtained under duress. And this is where everything started getting messy. Defense challenging statement, trial within trial ordered by Justice James Omotosho. For those of you who don't understand trial within trial, this is just a mini trial to confirm whether a party is telling lies, so that the judge will know the stand he is going to take while the main trial is going on. Now, the lead counsel Kanu Agabi, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, raised the issue of involuntariness The presiding judge, Justice James Omotosho, subsequently ordered a trial within trial to determine the admissibility of the statement and whether it was obtained under coercion. During the preliminary examination, Paul Erokoro San read out Kanu's handwritten complaints according to the defendant. He was denied access to his lawyer. He was interrogated by someone named Mr. Brown, not CCC. He was allegedly threatened that if he didn't write a statement, his 1 hour airtime would be withdrawn. He was bleeding from the nose at the time, indicating physical distress. The prosecution countered, arguing that the claims were fabricated, asserting that Kanu was willing and happy during the interview. The DSS witness denies duress allegation in trial within trial, and this is where the lying came in. How can you lie in the presence of a judge when you have evidence that you're about to present that contradicts what you are saying? Now, a new DSS witness was called for a trial within trial. He testified. The defendant was informed his interview would be recorded and he agreed. He denied knowledge of anyone named Mr. Brown, stating that he conducted the interview alongside James Ibrahim and Collins. Just stay with me. Cross-examination by the prosecution revealed the defendant never requested a lawyer during the section with the particular witness. The witness denied knowledge of solitary confinement or health issues. When asked whether he prompted the defendant to mention anything about former President Jonathan, he responded, "Not true, my lord." He insisted that Kanu's statements were voluntary. However, videos of 2015 DSS interrogation was played in the court. The court proceeds to watch several videos recordings of the DSS interrogating Nnamdi Kanu in 2015. In the videos, Kanu repeatedly voiced his concern, and this is what he said. "You people are the custodians of the law, yet you are the ones breaking the law. This is the third time I am making a statement without my lawyer," Kanu said. He further declared, "Even if you point gun at me, I will say the truth. You have denied me a lawyer. You are no longer law enforcement agents. You are law breakers." At this point, the judge shook his head. In another segment, when asked how he was feeling, Kanu replied, "I am not fine," and went on to explain the structure and aims of IPOB, stating no state was under compulsion to join. The judge noted Kanu's repeated insistence on legal representation and declared he would factor this into his ruling on whether the statement was made voluntarily. Cross-examination of DSS officer, question of credibility raised. During the cross-examination of the DSS witness, Paul Erokoro, senior advocate of Nigeria, grilled him on the failure to show interviewer faces in the videos, whether he used his real name during the interview, if DSS maintains underground cells, the defendant's appearance, noting he wore the same shirt in all recordings and was visibly excited when offered water. Whether Mr. Brown threatened Kanu, the witness denied all allegations, stating he did not know Mr. Brown and insisted that Kanu was not coerced. Nnamdi Kanu testified, "I was tortured and threatened." Taking the stand himself, Kanu testified emotionally. He was blindfolded and chained when moved from Lagos to Abuja by the DSS in 2015, and the video evidence was shown that he was blindfolded. He was interrogated and tortured in a dungeon with dim lighting. He suffered a nose bleeding, leaving a blood trail, prompting DSS to bring in a doctor. He claimed Mr. Brown threatened him, saying he had the power to jail him for life. He asserted the video recordings were heavily edited, with stress cut out. He was denied access to any lawyer until his transfer to Kuje prison in 2015. Prosecution cross-examines Kanu. Prosecutor said, "Was your detention approved by court?" Nnamdi Kanu said, "No, it wasn't." Prosecutor asked him again, "When you gave the DSS your lawyer's contact, did they invite them?" Nnamdi Kanu replied, "They never asked for my lawyer's contact." Court adjourns till tomorrow. After both parties concluded their submission and examinations in the trial within trial, the judge adjourned the proceedings to tomorrow, May 29, 2025 at 12 noon for continuation. Now, let us talk about what transpired in court today. You see, I talked about the first thing that the DSS made mention when this case started, They came to tell Justice James Omotosho, we arrested Nnamdi Kanu in 2015, though we did not see anything incriminating on him. We saw wristwatch, microphone, iPad, and broadcasting equipment. But is that enough to charge someone treason? Anyway, let's understand the nature of everything. Then, after Nnamdi Kanu was exonerated personally that he did not commit any crime, personally, then these people now focused on bringing the death certificate of someone that died in Imo State, that Nnamdi Kanu incited what made him to die. That Hope Uzodinma said it was IPOB. They lied again. I mean, they lied again. What happened? The defense team now they went and bring Hope Uzodinma's video. Yeah, you watched before. Hope Uzodinma said, and I quote, IPOB is not responsible for what is going on in Imo State. These are politicians killing APC. Remember that after Supreme Court declared Hope Uzodinma winner, Uzodinma was tagged as Supreme Court governor. And other people who were empowered, they were not happy. So even the former governor, Rochas Okorocha, he said there is a politics of hatred and animosity in Imo State. So they played the video for the DSS and he was shocked. And the judge took note of that. The court understood that the DSS man was lying about that. So these people noticed that, come on, this evidence we brought, these people have countered it too. Now, the second one is that they came with let me say, assertion that or allegation that Nnamdi Kanu forced people to burn down BRT buses in Lagos. And Kanu Agabi came and said, no problem. Bring the serial number of the buses, the plate number, and bring those people who burn it if they are in trial. Let them come to tell us if Nnamdi Kanu asked them to burn it. That is where another challenge came. They said they can't provide anything like that, but they know that Nnamdi Kanu instigated the violence. So they could not prove it. Another one, they said Nnamdi Kanu asked people to defend themselves and carry arms. So when they brought DSS, their chief, they brought DSS chief video where the DSS chief was saying everybody, commodities should mobilize, should not wait for government. So they are saying that the whole evidence we are bringing, people are getting it countered. They saw that this thing is not going to go as we are planning. What do? They now went to edit the Nnamdi Kanu's interview because people don't know the importance or the implication of interview you grant. Accepting that you're a criminal or not. DSS told court that Nnamdi Kanu accepted that he's a criminal. Okay, bring the video, let's play. After they have edited everything, they forgot to edit where Nnamdi Kanu said that he needed his lawyer. Because when someone interview without a lawyer, that interview or interrogation will be regarded as null and void. And that was what Justice Omotosho just told them, that this is, involuntariness. Kanu did not take that voluntarily, that he's going to use it for judgment, that he's going to pass tomorrow about that trial, inside trial. So I think this is another one that is going to shock them. So maybe they will still look for one way or the other to start calling witnesses that will come. You see, one thing that we are going to understand is that the whole tension going on now, I think, is because of interior motive of the Nigerian state, that Kanu's influence could cause harm one way or the other. Not because this man is that guilty. Not because this man is that guilty. So I perceived that there are going to be so many controversies now ongoing, because I do not see any evidence that the federal government will bring that will not be countered. This is a man, you have never seen a gun in his hand. You have never seen anything in his hand. Remember that first time they charged him treasonable felony. Treason is not something that you charge someone. But the court quashed the whole treason trial. And later, they came out with terrorism trial. They do this, they do that. Upon the whole, what is even making me to think that, no, this is a collusion of so many political, elephants, is that people confess, people who are posting in Nnamdi Kanu picture, that Nnamdi Kanu is a killer, Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist. I just got a video, one of the person that is putting it confessed that he was paid to do that. Why would people go to that extent, paying people to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu will be jailed? This is not fair, it's not good, it's not palatable. I got the video. This is a crime. Someone pay you to go and print picture to put that someone in court. The court has not decided he's a criminal, he's a killer, is this, is that. This is hatred against, Nnamdi Kanu and his tribe. And I think this should stop. Let's look forward to the outcome of these court proceedings at the end. I believe that everything is going well. So let's hope that everything will go as planned. Justice, as people said, will be served.